always put your hands on other people's things? Quickly. I have to prepare for other contingencies, should the worst come to pass.
You're missing the part where you get blown halfway to the void and back.
I'd like to help, but I fear I lack the supplies at the moment. Your friend's rather nosy.
In the Earth Directorate, we call it information gathering.
Fine. Ask your questions. The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them. Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth...
Confronting threat. Emergency protocols ready.
If there's anything I can do to support...
Entering a engaging hostile life forms. Commander,
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon Den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Wind-borne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the Audacious Advances field team. Quiet now as we approach the rap's nest. Certainly the spirited variety will offer... Oh, no! Oh, okay. We need to run now!
Engaging combat protocol.
Guns, locked him.
This unit is concerned for the commander's well-being. Samples acquired. This quantity should be enough to produce the antidote.
My most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work progressing? Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Haha. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Always fortuitous to have ready access to a key chemical agent nearby. This might work out yet. Auntie may ignore our recent setbacks if I deliver an easy-to-market product. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air, now with extra fractiousness. Though, I suppose it only works on other Auntie's choice employees, not our preservative-free rivals. Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we must formulate an antidote. If we're able to save my remaining subordinates, they can help us rush this product to market. Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but... there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device, and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please. cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Nice try. But you don't possess nearly the negotiating power you might suspect. Not when I can simply bide my time and wait for another gormless dunderhead to stumble by. Why, let that thick-headed boob amble off with your reward. Not budging? Oh, all right. I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra as a merit bonus for your superlative performance. Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omid Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's Choice. Be seeing you.
The biological samples within the remains outside are no doubt deteriorating rapidly. I may have to recreate this experiment somewhere else.
Injuries detected. Please seek How may this unit assist?
Seeing Zeb again went different than I expected. Not that I had high hopes for tears and confetti, but damn, I surely wouldn't be opposed. Reckon you can put my name on a cake too? Just aside, I must have imagined how that conversation was going to go a dozen times over the years. Never counted on Zebulon being so barbed. Maybe I ought to apologize straight away. But I'm not convinced I did the wrong thing, leaving. Had I stayed, who knows? Likely I'd have gotten us both killed. That's fair. Might have left him a note or something. I was just worried I'd lose my nerve, but you have a point. Wasn't right of me to just up and split. Anyway, I appreciate the check-in, Commander. Was there anything else you needed? Sure. Always happy to tool around.
Eyes up. Outsiders approaching the south gate.
You there. Keep your hands where I can see them. Stranger, consider yourself lucky that I've been ordered to not open fire unless fired upon. I will not suffer an outsider to trespass and trample further through our lands. Turn back from this bridge now, lest my ever-depleting prudence be spent. If you are not a loyal Protectorate subject, you will not cross this bridge. Be grateful I do not judge with such haste as my superior to the north, Brigadier Montelli. He's been fervent of late. Looking for any Protectorate, any associations with wrongdoers results in swift execution. That has, unfortunately, put many folk in his sights, myself included. And so we wait for the proverbial axe to fall. You actually believe you can contend with him. You are mistaken. He'll cut you open gleefully, then issue you demerits for bleeding on the floor. And you also have no business at the relay, as far as I can surmise. Ah, so you are sympathetic to the Protectorate cause and wish to rid our people of this scum at our doorstep. Wonderful. I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate. I know of 2 traitors who yet remain on this island. Bring them to me, and I'll dispose of them before the Brigadier questions my loyalty and deems me guilty by association. In return, I shall grant you clearance to cross the bridge. Fair exchange, wouldn't you say?
A lot more folks are gonna die if we don't catch up to DeVries. We have to consider our options, even the ugly ones. If these folks are deserving, maybe it's worth it.
I commend you for your eager interest. I think 2 traitors in particular. First is Ida Rutledge, a worker at Spire Grove. I once had utmost respect for her. We were, oh, damn it all, we were friends. When the Grove went silent during the invasion, I assumed she'd fought to the death as any subject would. But reportedly, she's not only failed to die, but is also teaching the enemy soldiers how to use the equipment. Conspiring against us. Such treachery is unconscionable. Saving oneself at the expense of one's loyalties and one's duty to defend their homeland is not survival, it is damnation. Never would I have imagined she would spit in the face of all our values. What I do is for the greater glory of Arcadia, not for my own selfish interests. Know this, I am an instrument of the Protectorate, and so shall you be. With that matter sorted, I simply require the second traitor in hand, Charlton Weintraut of Westport. It should not escape your notice that we share the same surname. He too failed to die defending his home during the invasion alongside the other residents of Westport. They'll be seen to in time. But Charlton, well, I must deal with him personally. Oh, how I anticipate wiping that smug expression off his face. Are these orders clear? An outrageous notion. Fairfield was never my jurisdiction, and its stewards died valiantly in its defense. They did not submit to the enemy. And look here, the bridge stands. I am through justifying myself. Bring me the traitors we discussed if you wish to cross the bridge. But beware if you step out of line. Other subjects may not be... I see you have not brought my cousin to heel. Have you at least seen about Ida? Destructive
to raise the alarm. That cover spot looks much better. Make plain your intentions. Target reacquired. Replenishing my firearm. Forever vigilant. Quarry found. Through his beneficent guidance. Maintaining perfection.
Hey, got a distraction for you. Over here. Free hole in the head.
Dawdling around here is ill-advised. Giving chase.
None.
Quite possibly a scoundrel.
Quarry.
Probably somewhere to die.
Target. Quarry.
Everything all right?
None shall hide from us.
Waste him.
Trust the plan.
We shall stay their ambition. Rout out all reactionaries.
Probably my most preferred.
Underpaid and overlabored. Story of my my existence. Prisoner 34989-393A. There is no place for you in the paradigm. You are hereby sentenced to death for the crimes of desertion.
Thank the stars! I was sure that was the end of me. Thank you for saving me. I wish I could return your kindness in some capacity, but I left everything behind when I fled. Though you're most welcome to my old Protectorate equipment on that ledge. I won't require any of it from here on out. That part of my life... The commander of the base to the east, Brigadier Montelli, has gone mad. He's executing loyal subjects as traitors on a whim, without even a mention of refreshment. He claims his actions are in the name of the Sovereign, but nothing he does is in alignment with the paradigm. He's obviously ill and needs to be removed. My partner and I are loyal subjects of the Protectorate, but we were forced to flee after pointing out the obvious. Is everyone so oblivious that they can't see what is going on? I was to meet my partner in a cave to the northwest of here. We were going to hide until the current Montelli crisis has been resolved. I fled Montelli, but I'm still loyal. Once I stop shaking, I'll continue on my way. Thank you again, stranger. I owe you my life.
Figured this ship would have departed by now.
You know how Sentinels are. They take their time with traitors and instigators.
Engaging combat protocols.
Pushing ahead!
Your belt.
Choice of target.
Contact reestablished.
Terrible!
Grenade! Away!
Where are they now? Crisply moving to
Back again. Thought we were done for now. You again. I heard fighting. What's going on?
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hotbox. Esculepe sent us.
Esculepe? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go as far as raising the dead to help. But it's too late. I gather you haven't noticed the bodies in the pen here.
Oh. The others don't look like they suffered easy deaths. What happened?
Montelli, damn him! He executed March and Pharaoh outright, ranting about traitors. Then the Consul Sentinel arrived to conduct a preliminary interrogation. She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. Thanks. Can't take all the credit, though. The Sentinel seemed spent by the time she got to me. Wore herself out on the others, I guess. Quick, though, before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. It's 02519W. Kind of you to offer, but I'm not going anywhere.
If you're too hurt to walk, I'm sure the commander and I could...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit, I'm going to blow her pretty ship to pieces. I'm no martyr. If there was another way to protect Zebulon and our cell, I'd take it. But if I escape, the Protectorate will pursue me, and everyone I care about will be in danger. I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some frayed wires near the fuel system. With the right spark...
I have my doubts. Even if she managed to spark a few wires, that ship's bound to have a fire suppression system. It would kick in if there was any real ignition.
What do you propose, then?
Not blowing yourself up, for starters.
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. The Consul will turn his attention elsewhere, and our cause can continue in the shadows. Please, if you can help me sabotage the transport, then help me. We don't have much time.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander?
The others paid with their blood to protect the cause. How can I be unwilling to do the same? All right. I'm going to trust you on this, if only because I don't feel my head screwed on quite right at the moment. I just hope you're not wrong. No point in remaining here then, is there? I'll need you to find a way to unlock the gate to this pen. If you can't unlock it through nimble fingers. One of those fresh... Talk about prepared. Quickly then, unlock the gate. Well done. I can manage from here. Tell Zeb I'll rendezvous with him later, once I've identified a safe place to meet. One last request. Don't damage the transport. A lone escapee is already insult, but a Sentinel killed, her transport destroyed? The Protectorate won't ignore such outright injury. Anyway, thank you again. Look after yourselves.
I know what Audra said, but what if she's wrong? I can't help thinking we shouldn't leave without bloodying the Protectorate's nose first. Ain't about fun. Though sticking it to the Protectorate is my idea of a good time. I could still go through with our plan from before. Sabotage the transport, make it look like an accident. Wouldn't be hard. Wager I know your answer, but what do you think we should do? Audra might be right, but when else are we gonna have a chance to take out a Consul lackey and her vessel in one go? Yeah, but it's not like we've ever let that stop us before. That Sentinel's not gonna stop. She'll find new targets, new people to torture and kill. If we do nothing now. I've spent 10 years on the sidelines watching people suffer, not being able to do a thing about it. We can do something here. So shouldn't we? I hate it when you're right. Tempting as it be to watch that Sentinel fry, best not to risk the blowback. I appreciate you helping me sort this out. Let's get back to Zeb. He still needs a cipher, and he'll want to hear about what happened with Audra. A lot of Protectorate strung up there. Dead or dying slow. What in the Void's going on here?
Oh, these damned bodies. Why can't we just bury the lot of them? Oh, even my damned hammer turns against me. Theoretically, it shall take me 4 hours to hang 8 bodies. But Montelli killed 6 more yesterday, and my shift only goes for 3 more hours. Sovereign's mercy. I fear hanging all these corpses is beyond my capabilities. Why would I do that? And be mindful, if you haven't your transfer or you are correct. If I were to let you in without apprehending you and placing you into these gibbets, it would cause... Remember, the Sovereign sees...
You are approaching a restricted estate.
Though you are better company than these corpses, they are new...
Area's off limits.
Analyzing curious demeanor.
You are approaching a restricted estate.
Suspicious temperament observed.
And I'll take care of it. Got a distraction for you. I'm the one you need to worry about. Dip me in. Help me out.
Disorder leads
You are approaching a restricted estate.
of the spirit. Notice to all personnel.
I politely request you cease defiling the corpses, though you are better company. Area's off limits.
Obligations shall be honorably accepted by Sentry Second-Class Cabral. Please join me in congratulating Officer Cabral on his promotion.
Analyzing curious demeanor.
Do the enemy's work.
You are approaching a restricted estate.
Permitted to partake in the spoils of war. Are an abusive soldier found in possession of enemy rations will be admitted to the infirmary for a purgative procedure. No exceptions. Repeat offenders will be accommodated far less gently. I have no idea where this asinine rumor began, but for the last time, there is no Raptidon den below the box station. Tongues will be taken should this discuss continue to today's daily mandate is to be mindful of attending to your personal hygiene. Follow that will depend on today's remaining sanitary rations.
Guns cocked and loaded. Commander, watch your back!
Quarry found.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Shifting to a less exposed spot.
I have no idea where this asinine rumor began, but for the last time, there is
Certain individual appears.
Take care of him, Commander.
Commander's
Not walking this up. Not exactly in fighting shape at the moment.
Regain sight!
Attack all teammates. Unit is in the middle of a system.
I have no idea where this asinine rumor began, but for the last time,
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Now,
Combat! Over here! Free-hole in the head!
Commander, you are dying. We did not advise at this time. Emergency protocol syringes. As indicated.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when. You corpse low, Commander.
Move forward!
Is emergency protocol ready. This unit and it will strive to. This unit is currently unable to.
Commander, watch your back! New-ish. Appreciate a little help, Commander.
I have no... Yeah, where this asinine rumor began, but for the last time, there is no Raptidon den below the...
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
On your toes.
Hey, got a distraction for you. Over here. Free-hole in the head.
Teammate help.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Seek treatment.
susceptible to danger.
I have idea where this
Let me know when you need a distraction. I'll take care of him, Commander. Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when. I'm the one you need to worry about. I'm at it.
Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in progress. Requested assistance currently unavailable. Protocols not yet charged. Confronting emergency protocols ready.
Guns locked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Medical assistance.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
way!
Apologies. Emergency protocol.
Taking cover!
Not ready. Please try again later. Apologies. Emergency protocols unready.
There's scrutiny. Instigating.
Entering standing by with life support.
Enemies detected.
Direct your fire away. Emergency protocols ready. Promoting teammate health. Falling below acceptable parameters.
Listening to cover. Taking cover.
Please seek treatment for bottled product soon.
We are
Ready to waste them. On your...
removing to cover.
Hey, got a distraction for you. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Protocols not yet shown. As indicated, emergency protocol syringes primed.
Forever vigilant. Forever vigilant. They manufacture one. Wrong place to linger. Giving chase.
Accounts to be settled later.
Search completed in a logical and timely manner. Perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Invasive elements!
Now. Ready to...
Trigger finger's still tired. These things take time, Commander.
Commencing.
Locked and loaded. Just get the signal. Dumbass. Over here. We hole in the head.
Invasive elements! Recommencing hostilities! There you are.
The commander's vital stocks have reached an alarming
Best refill this thing.
Sustain the system!
Not hastening to cover. Quarry.
emergency protocol.
None shall hide.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander. Hey, got a distraction for you. I'm the one you need to worry about.
None flush them out.
Easy now. Nerves, I guess. Strange state of affairs. No refuge granted.
Not advised at this time.
We should get the cipher back to Zeb. Sure. Always happy to tool around. Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaking? You can hear it too, right? Must be the damn rotator again. Sure, always have. Can't get that Andy's Choice jingle out of my head. Hey, if I start humming it, you do what you gotta. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in progress. Requested assistance currently unavailable. Not ready. Please try again later. protocols not yet charged.
Against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrination. Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our...
Apologies. Emergency protocols unready.
You've returned, but where are the others?
We pulled Audra out before she got herself blown up for the cause, but we were too late to save the others. A Sentinel worked them over real bad. I'm sorry, Zeb.
Damn the Protectorate! I'm certain you did all you could. And I'm especially grateful you were able to rescue Audra. I'd be at sea without her. And what of the Cypher? Thank you. I was beginning to fear I'd have to decipher this intelligence the hard way. Perhaps I was mistaken about your commitment to making amends, Niles. Thank you for being true.
Can't fault you for having doubts. But I have changed. I am changing.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so... surly. I'm pleased Niles has found such a supportive friend and ally. That's a rare thing in this colony. I haven't much to reward you with, but take this. It's something I had started on for Niles long ago. Hopefully it fits. This information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use. Never fear. Next time, I fully intend to involve you in said trouble before it develops into a full-blown predicament.
Reckon I like the sound of that. Until next time, then. Being this close to DeVries? Anyway, sure. Oh. No offense to Val, but it's real nice having someone watching my back who ain't in constant need of recalibration. Anyway, need something, Commander? Oh yeah? What's needling you?
Injuries detected. How may this unit... Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in progress. Initializing socialization. How may this unit assist you?
Got time for a debrief, Commander? Feels good, don't it? Helping folks like Zeb and Audra hit back against the Protectorate. Almost like being back with the Earth Directorate. Yeah. Guess I am. First time in a long time I felt something kin to hope. It's easy to focus on all that's going wrong, but wins? ought to be celebrated too. No. Trust, I learned my lesson there. Got the burns to prove it. On Triangular, might have suggested going for drinks somewhere they don't come with fuel, but here, I think we'll have to settle for patting each other on the back. Shucks, Commander. I'm gonna get top-heavy you keep paying me compliments like that. Thanks again for going out of your way to help Zeb. Now I can focus on hunting down DeVries without feeling like I've got a rabid sprat in my back pocket. Being this close to DeVries, anyway. Sure. Oh. Is it me, or has my... Anyway. Sure.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Oh, there's work all right. The Marshal told us not to turn anyone useful away, and left us to interpret what that means.
Then again, what are the odds that an auto-mechanical repair technician just happens by in a time of war? How do we know you aren't a spy from Auntie's Choice? Huh. Well, that's enough to set my mind at ease. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak. How observant of you. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
Outsider?
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have and
Prudence
defend it.
dictates. We cherish all we have and defend it.
Did the authorities send you? Did my torrent of messages finally convince them of the vast crab-like dangers near at hand? What a relief. In here I thought myself dismissed as a loon. Ah, good. A captive audience. Money well spent. You must have spied those nefarious crabbles, roiling, rippling, bubbling, and churning out in the water. No one at the facility believes me, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Crabble numbers have swelled as they gather to defy us. A consortium, nay, an army. You actually believe me? No, stranger. Thank you. With your confidence and support, I believe the Crabble threat can and will be defeated. Remain strong, and together we will outlast the Crabble!
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
What in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here auguring the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it. You see, Woodrow, why at this rate, we'll have the facility up and running in little to no time.
That's what scares me, Marshal.
Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals, though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zeranium leak. I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but I appreciate someone who speaks their mind. The Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Auntie's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate. What did I tell you, Woodrow? The situation's well in hand.
Marshal, those automechs have been corrupted with Zeranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so personally, in the comfort of his office.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it will never steer you wrong.
Ambient Zeranium levels are higher than average, but within acceptable ranges. State your business. This unit was engineered to facilitate management of supply inventory at this installation.
Oh, this is surely exciting. Someone is finally trying out my automechanical quartermaster. Show them what you got, Quartermech.
Command not understood.
Huh. I thought that would have put it in...
All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable. Current inventory indicates 0 copies of item designated.
I see. Look, for now, just use the phrase
initiating commerce.
See you soon, I hope.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. The Marshal is under a lot of... If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me. Brigadier Montelli does not accept excuse. The Marshal is a good man. You want to see the quarter... She'll only be able to sell you our
Stay true, outsider.
First the attack, then there's uranium. At this rate, wouldn't it?
What?
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. Don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
Outsider.
Yes. Let's have a look at you. No signs of Zeranium exposure. Another humdrum workaday ailment, no doubt. Nothing. Don't have much to spare.
Error. Currently unable to access customary greeting bank. How may this unit...
Well, look who it is. Oh, gladly. What would you like to know? Zeranium is a crystal. Even in its raw form, it generates energy. But once refined and stored in a quasi-gaseous state, its output increases exponentially. Zeranium is found in a liquid state as well, but it's far too hazardous and inefficient for our needs. Refined Zeranium is used to power nearly all major Protectorate technology. It's an amazingly efficient power source. However, it's also highly unstable and must be mined exceedingly carefully. Even minor bumps or jolts can cause Zeranium crystals to explode. Total avoidance is best, but try to get out of the Zeranium as quickly as you can if exposure becomes necessary. Come to think of it, there may be some exciting new breakthroughs in the near future. Our visiting scientists know Zeranium in its default crystalline state poses two risks. First, it's extremely volatile, exploding with an immense burst of energy if upset in any way. Second, Zeranium crystals produce a small amount of gas, which we think helps stabilize its crystalline lattice, but that's just a theory. In this gaseous state, Zeranium is quite hazardous, breaking down organic matter through the concentration of the gas is a critical factor. A person could remain in a light haze for several minutes, whereas a dense cloud can kill near instantly. Anyhow, I could talk about this all day if I let myself. Hope I haven't bored you into...
Not sure we should get any closer.
Outsider? First the attack, then there's uranium. At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Zeranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
Oh, yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now, what is it you want? Ah, our good Marshall sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected. Assist me, and you'll get more than bits out of the equation. You'll get a prototype shield gadget, the first of its kind. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas? I haven't time to prattle unnecessarily, no. But my current project is of utmost importance. An active discussion is sometimes known to lead to a breakthrough. I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm. Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components. Bits? Is that what this is about? Assist me in bringing the device to completion, and I should have enough material to fashion I imagine a protective field that screens all manner of environmental hazards, not to mention bullets, blades, and other injurious miscellanea, might be of use in one's travels. But if you're unmoved or apathetic for some witless, unsensical reason, I'm sure I can find a way to make it all work eventually. Suppose I shouldn't expect every average wayfarer to appreciate the extent of what I'm offering. But fine, I'll provide additional monetary incentive if such is what you require. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions? Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting... Well, of course, obviously. To that end, I'd suggest choosing a cloud of lesser density for your collection efforts. Lower chance of near-instant death that way. If you suffer prolonged exposure, assuming you survive, see our local medical officer next door. She is highly preoccupied by... I believe that covers all... Oh, so exhilarating.
First the attack, then there's Zeranium. At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
Warning. Agent. Irreparable damage to lungs imminent. Exit get gaseous. Immediately.
Run into trouble? No, don't answer. The indicate... Fortunately for you, you appear to have a fairly mild... If you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask. First question, can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to the Zeranium? Ah, another assistant. Should have guessed. All right, next, for instance, do your bones seem noticeably softer somehow? Have you observed any sterility on your way in? Or aching in your thyroid or spleen? Somewhat vague. But as a token of my appreciation, allow me to provide you advanced Zeranium therapy of the There, that should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer additional.
Ah, my little minion. I trust you've made... What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user. I require a component called a catalytic amplifier. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside. You would imagine so, wouldn't you? Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist, Woodrow, wasn't enthusiastic about my proposal to Geld his only combat automech. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. Dragoons are a mainstay. You must have seen the large automech, but I'm sure he's just being cautious. No doubt he also sees... Good. Failing? One last thing. Well...
Yes? She and I have... Please understand, why should I follow their example by reducing our soul? That's a fair point. It's not as if they've come back to finish the job. Perhaps they assume we're already beaten. All right, how's about we get the Dragoon situated over here, so I can extract one catalytic amplifier as agreed. Not a chance. Be seeing you...
Well, any closer to obtaining the cattle? Oh, superb! I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on. Just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war. Oh, of course, our little agreement. How could I forget? Your payment as promised. I'm almost ashamed to admit it, but I didn't think you'd last long enough to collect it, which is the only reason I agreed to such a thing naturally.
Ah, you're back. And you've been Certainly, there is a nominal cost for treatment to cover essentials. All right then, hold perfectly still. There, all better. Was there anything else you need?
Stay true, outsider.
My erstwhile assistant until a more convenient date and...
Just have to release this here, unfasten the manifold there. And that's got it. One catalytic amplifier.
Stay true, outsider.
This unit is currently unavailable for meaningless interaction.
What have you done? The Zeranium now spews from the hangar more thickly than ever. The damage must have been more advanced than we thought. I knew I should have pushed the repairs earlier. Sure, a few may have died, but the mission might still have been salvaged. This is my fault. The blame lies squarely on my shoulders. I gambled on and out. With this failure, I have likely doomed this entire island to the tender mercies of our enemies. No more will our stalwart subjects reap the bounty of this land. Instead, this island will be trampled as our stewardship is cast aside. Freaks and worse will despoil that which is left behind, while bureaucrats, and with the island's fall, eating their way deeper into Eden like rats. Yes, I suppose I have.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
Can't believe some of those Protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Let them simmer in their cells first. Less evil
These rifts got me awful perturbed. Is reality hard enough without some nerve-wracking phenomenon punching holes in
Been working at that spot of business we discussed. Easier to lead with fewer targets nibbling at your psyche. Loose your words. I'm listening. Scouts reported a plume of smoke thick and wide billowing from the facility. Sure didn't seem to be mechanical exhaust. Got more to report? Though I don't understand your soft-hearted tendencies, you do good work. So I can lower myself to easing your emotional load. Anyone still living at that repair facility is safe. They'll be stuck there trying to fix the facility for the whole war. And we won't attack it, since we know it's ruined. Now, moving on to my aiding you. Normally I'd send you to the bridge and allot troops to aid you, but the bridge has already been cleared. That aside, your target's the Skycutter Tower. Seems it was recently reactivated, and by our engineers' metrics, might be useful in overloading the Vox's defenses. Keep it, by blood and by steel. My troops may have acted without my go-ahead, but I'll be drawn and quartered. It's a protectorate power generation facility. Utilizes the wilds of the air currents to turn generator rotors or some such nonsense. I care more for logistics than, not at the bridge at least, but the rest of the island shall make up for its absence. Bet my sidearm on it. Once you pass to the northern end of the island and enter the Skycutter, you'll need to find the tower's power routing controls. Mayhaps you can wreak some chaos at the Vox. Step light, though. Take care in the northern regions. Loose your words.
How do you Protectorate folk feel about all these little rifts? Angie insists they're the next big money.
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations. I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So, I'm on my own here. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work? Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you? Nah, it's only a crime if you get caught. And you only get caught if you cause enough trouble that excessive corporate malfeasance has no choice but to haul you in. So long as you respect their boundaries, keep the right palms greased, and apply a bit of discretion, it's easy enough to do just about anything you need done. But since the original crew we sent here couldn't handle those 3 simple rules, it does so happen I have an opening for a well-paid accomplice. Interested? I'm part of Sub Rosa. We're a group of merchants, information brokers, and commodity traders who deal outside the systems most folk are confined by. We're the best way to get things done in anti-space if you're looking for profit. Want to buy it? Oh, isn't that just wonderful? I had no suspicion when you walked through my door that you'd help resolve the last of the morass Paradise Island has become for us. And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardos's terminal and scrub any Spectrum vodka from her ledgers. It's already been resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. Expunge it, and I get you some bits, and the friendship of Sub Rosa all over the system. Because we are the black market in Arcadia. Odds are, at some point, You're going to need something you just can't get legally. Then you'll be thrilled. Sub Rosa feeds that app. Trust me, for both short-term benefits, it'll probably be nothing. She's just a sergeant, not someone who has any real pull. And I've already made arrangements with that. So, if she catches you, about the worst she can do is a switch on the rest. And I'll be waiting here with your bits.
What's all this talk I'm always hearing about middle and
Protectorate folks must have been bored out of their skulls before we showed up. Now life in Fairfield's a real shindig.
Gonna need a bigger storeroom. Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like? State your division and I'll get you outfitted, quick and proper, or your next provision's free. Thought these old factories caught a whiff of decrepitude percolating in the air. I'd explain it then. As Chief Replenishment Officer, it's my privileged duty to furnish our brave troops with all of their wartime essentials. You could say I put the ration in liberation. Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you. No one here but you, me, and several tons of well-oiled machinery. Good eye. If things had turned out differently, it might be someone else standing here. Don't have the aptitude for flight, apparently. But this role suits me fine. I like the upward mobility, in the metaphorical business sense, I mean. What? She'll start bleeding fuel during ascent, if not worse. I'd best go and take a quick gander, just in case. Thanks for the tip.
Ready to assist with Agents Alchemy.
The insides are leaking outside, Commander.
She looks all right. Nah, mechanics must have already gotten to the issue. Wonder if that's why Artley was here the other day. She looks all right. Nah, mechanics must have already gotten to the issue. Wonder if that's why Artley was here the other day. And over there, you see, the fuselage has been Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you. I'm sure.
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me.
Not everyone's cut out for life in an anti-encampment. It's intense, but only free to attend.
Moonian character of yours. Is this a kind of...
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted? How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before me. And, as promised, my good fortune is also your good fortune. And while this might be a tad fewer bits than you were hoping for, remember, you've also made allies that you'll find all across Arcadia. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose, and you find Sub Rosa. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle in the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose, and you find Sub Rosa.
You know, I'm really starting to feel... feel hopeful about settling.
Who is that? What you want? Oh. Should see if Thomas is home.
I'm not worried.